So whenever you go from low altitude to high altitude, you will feel low pressure. So equivalence of this one you can see here. Why low pressure you will be feeling? Because you will be having low density of the molecules in the atmosphere. And obviously this low density of molecules is forming different layers. In fact, atmosphere is being divided into different sections or different classes. And that is what you have to understand and study at this particular level. So you will be having these things. हे लक्षात घ्या कुठे काय दिसतंय ढग कुठे आहेत झाडं किंवा डंग डोंगर कुठे आहेत एरोप्लेन कुठे याच्यावरती काय इथे कुठेतरी सॅटेलाइट धापू शकलो असतो किंवा असं काहीतरी राईट सो इन दीज आर द ट्रिक्स विच यू कॅन हॅव नाउ हाऊ यू कॅन मेजर द प्रेशर ऍटमॉस्फिअर म्हणले की प्रेशर आलं प्रेशर म्हणले की ऑब्विसली क्वांटिटी आहे सो यू हॅव टू मेजर इट सो measuring the pressure. How you can measure the pressure? So initially there had been the mercury barometers. In fact, the instrument which is measuring the pressure is called barometer. Right. So a barometer is an instrument that always measures atmospheric pressure. So there are two types of barometers right now. You do have one is mercury barometer. So this is the mercury barometer. And obviously, you know, mercury is the poisonous. So here pressure is here, which is being applied on this particular liquid. So whenever you immerse the a glass tube, right, containing mercury in that particular liquid, then the level of liquid in the tube starts to rise, and accordingly the mercury gets shift. So that's what the initial method you can consider. Fine. So that was at long ago, but as mercury is poisonous now, nowadays these kinds of aneroid barometers are being used. Fine. My approach is through the point of view of general aptitude, not through the aptitude of physics, but ultimately you will be finding out such questions in your question paper. So these are the two ways by which you can measure the pressures. Right. Obviously nowadays so many developments in the field of electronics have really done a lot to measure not only this particular quantity but for many other quantities, and therefore nowadays you do have sophisticated measurement techniques or the tools or the instruments or the gadgets. Right. So this is about the measuring pressure. Now this is a very important point that you can keep in mind, which is called layers of the atmosphere. So as far as atmosphere is concerned, you can consider the 4 different layers which are actually forming the atmosphere. Troposphere, the lowest one, stratosphere, the second lowest, mesosphere after stratosphere, and at the last, right, upper, you will be having the thermosphere. No doubt after thermosphere there will be 5th layer called exosphere, but as far as our scope is concerned, we can have only these 4 different only these 4 spheres of atmosphere, right? So let's go to the first, the troposphere, which is very thinnest and the lowest one, or you can consider it as the bottom layer of the atmosphere. If it is a bottom layer, then what would be its range? So it varies from 16 kilometers, right? Or it is of 16 kilometers, but where? At the equator. But at the poles, it become much thinner than this one, and that comes to 8 kilometers. So at the poles, you will be finding out 8 kilometers, and at the middle or at equator, you will be finding out it as 16 kilometers. So thinnest and the bottom or the lowest layer of the atmosphere, ranging from 8 kilometers to 16 kilometers at the poles and equator respectively. So it stretches around 11 kilometers. It stretches around 11 kilometers. So you'll be finding out, right? म्हणजे असं काही नाही की शार्प बाउंड्री थोडेच आहेत, इथून इथपर्यंत म्हणजे लगे इथून इकडे, right? So not like that. Again, we are dealing with now the altitude. So whenever you start to go from lower altitude to higher altitude, you will feel the decrease in the temperature. So temperature decreases with the altitude. That is what you can consider as far as this particular layer is concerned. So this is the layer, or the troposphere is the layer wherein you will be finding out most of the weather. Right? So your most of the weather is formed by this troposphere. Fine. So the weather conditions get happen in this region or in this sphere of the atmosphere. Here you can consider different currents, as like we have considered the ocean currents. So the vertical air currents you will be finding out here, which are also called as turbulent. Fine. So another point you can keep in mind. It contains more than 75% of the air. It contains more than 75% of the air. And this is the factor which is really important as far as the life support is concerned. Fine. Apart from these, you will come to know about this particular 75%. So what it contains. So mostly nitrogen oxide, nitrogen and oxygen, these two gases you will be finding out in this particular region. That doesn't mean that no other constituents of the 1%, that's what we have considered 100% of atmosphere are not present. Obviously they are also present, but most of that. So 90% of the atmosphere's mass you will find in this particular region. Right. So these are the technical things that you can consider. Now, as I said, there are no sharp boundaries. So if you try to find the boundary between the troposphere and the stratosphere. So troposphere, the first layer, stratosphere, the second layer. So in between these two, there is a boundary, and that boundary is called tropopause, known as tropopause. So this is what you need to pay some attention, because you must be able to differentiate these layers according to their boundaries. You should know their spreading, right, for how much they have been spread. Again, if you consider other points which are really important, that is nothing but their constituents. So what it contains, right? So as far as life support on the earth is concerned, this pair is really important, which we can is really important. That's what we can consider. Now, yes. So these are the 4 layers altogether. This particular PPT will repeat many times after every sphere. So about what I'm talking? I'm talking about this particular sphere, right? That is what the troposphere. So you can consider this would be the surface of the earth, and obviously then later on or immediately you will come to know about this particular layer. So obviously after troposphere there was stratosphere, but between these two, boundary between these two is we have already termed as tropopause. So this is what the tropopause you will have. Your troposphere, tropopause and stratosphere. Okay. अगदी सिंपल क्वेश्चन्स असतात, व्हेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन्स यू कॅन कन्सिडर. पण ती नावं ऐकून असं वाटतं की आपल्याला अरे बापरे, म्हणजे स्ट्रॅटोपॉज, मेझोपॉज, ट्रोपोपॉज, थर्मोस्फिअर, आयनोस्फिअर, म्हणजे असं वाटतं की नाही नाही हे काय जरा आपल्या जवळच नाही. ठीक आहे. सो that kind of approach you should not have. That's what my advice to you all, right? So आता अटेंड करतच आहोत, तर why you should not keep your all the senses open, right? Have the acceptance to these things so that you will not feel a overburden of such kind of terminologies, right? Whether it is tropopause, whether it is stratopause, whether it is mesopause, right, or whether it is any other pause you will come across. Fine. So troposphere and tropopause, that's what you will have in this particular case. Fine. Okay, anything which you would like to ask at this moment? Aditya, Ayush, Ritesh, Aditya Bhingre, Aryan, Uddhav, Vaibhav, Vedant. Okay, if nothing is there, then let's stop here. Tomorrow we will go through the remaining part of the spares. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, Ayush. Bye bye.